welcome to another edition of Second Beauty You. And the reason why I call it Second Beauty You, because our second beauty, which is our time after 55, Sandra, it really is our true beauty. So we're going to embrace it and we're going to let's go. Now talk about beauties. Do you see this lady right here? This is Mrs. Sandra Peaks. She is the owner and founder of Shades of Skin.
Yes.
Oh my gosh, you should see her skin too, by the way. She's a licensed esthetician.
That's correct.
She's a retired government employee. I'm so glad she's not in the government anymore because we need her in this industry. We need her to help us second beauties move forward. We still want to be fabulous and our skin to look fresh. So Sandra, she's here today to talk to us about how can we care for our skin after a certain age, right?
That's right.
Can you tell us a little bit more about yourself, Sandra?
Well, as you mentioned, I am a federal retiree, and after that life, you know, I was one of those women who got into the rat race.
Yeah.
Working, trying to get the next promotion, taking care of husband, family, and just making our lives better. So, and after I retired, I thought about, okay, so what now?
What now?
I know that God purposed me for something.
Yeah.
And so I sought Him to find out what His purpose was for me in the earth, because I know He had one. So I sought Him. I know for a year I talked to friends, but I said, but He knows everything.
He knows everything.
So why not inquire of Him? And so I did. And so after a year, it was about a year, He gave me skincare.
Oh my God!
I love
see her.
Everything beauty.
You should see her skin, folks. Like, this is for real. And I'm not even going to tell you her age. After a certain age, we're dealing with menopause and, you know, things kind of start to change in our skin.
We
so
lose our hormones, you know, estrogen levels go down. And that affects our skin as well. You know, I've been doing skincare for myself for many decades because I thought it was important because I wore makeup and I wanted to take care of my skin before I put the cosmetics on. So I did. I went to school. So what do you do as second beauties? Well, not only just for the second beauties, but for all women.
All
women. Maybe 13 and above. You know, ladies and girls and ladies. You have to have a good home care regime for your face.
Okay, can you talk us or walk us through what does that look like?
Well, cleansing every morning with a skincare product that's right for your skin type.
Okay.
And many of us don't know what skin type we have.
Oh.
And some of us do. Those of us who do still don't know what product that works best for your skin type. And so those of us who have oil, or they want to get rid of the oil, never get rid of the oil. What you want to do, yes, because oil makes your skin supple.
Ooh.
But what you want to do is control it.
Control the oil.
So you want to use those products that control the oil in your skin. And some of us, because of the low estrogen levels, we get very dry skin. Yeah. Well, you know, I talked to some people and they use witch hazel and soap or nothing at all. They just wash their face. And I say wrong. Just wrong.
Ooh, so what should we do?
You know why?
Why?
Because our skin is the largest cell in our body and it turns over every single day. So if you're not exfoliating, a little scrub on your face, if you're not exfoliating and doing a mask to deep clean all of that, and some of us, because especially as African American women, we have all this melanin in our skin, and we say black don't crack, and that's wonderful, and it doesn't. It takes a long time, but it's just dead skin over dead skin over dead skin over dead skin, and even though it looks, and after a while, sometimes your skin looks like paste or just very dry and hard. It's because of all the dead skin power. Okay. So what do? You cleanse your skin with the right products. And you use moisturizer every single day. That's what you do. Every morning, that's what you do.
Well, should it have oil in the moisturizer or no oil? It depends on the skin.
If your skin is dry, no oil if your skin is oily, because your sebaceous glands are increasing the oil every day. You just want to control it. So you do that and you put on a moisturizer. And during the day, no matter if it's an overcast like today, you don't see the sun. Well, we don't see the sun, but that doesn't mean the UV rays are not there. So the UV rays, the ultraviolet rays, are going to do two things.
Okay.
Age and burn. That's it, and that's all.
And we don't want either one of those, right?
No. And because we have the melanin in the skin, we don't see the burn right away.
Yeah.
But it is, and then you have a layer of skin over that, and then a layer of skin over that. So it's very important, to cleanse and moisturize every single day. And those of us who wear makeup, you definitely, everyone should wash their face at night. All the environment, the things in the environment, you want to clean it off.
Clean it off.
Just like you wash your body, you want to do your face in the evening as well. And you want to cleanse and you want to moisturize. Now, moisturize at night doesn't have to have SPF in it.
Okay.
But during the day, SPF is a must in your moisturizer.
Okay.
And it doesn't have to be that much SPF. It could be 15. It could be 30. It could be 50 for some people.
Okay.
What we call the Fitzpatrick ones are the very fair skinned, probably Caucasian ladies. They need as much SPF in their moisturizer as possible.
People don't always believe it, but even when I go to the beach, I burn if I'm not careful in that sun. Folks don't think that black folks can get a sunburn. Yes, we can. So that's very good advice.
Yeah, and skin cancer is a very real thing.
Yeah.
And sun causes that. So we land on the sun. I used to love, and I still do love the sun.
Yeah.
I love the sun. And I love the beach. I'm just a beach bum, period. That's me. That's my lifestyle. I love it. But you have to protect it. So now when I go to the beach, because my skin is very sensitive, it's more sensitive now than it was 10 years ago even. So I have to wear these long sleeves.
Okay.
But they have mesh and holes and whatever to, cut outs in it, so I'm not really hot.
Yeah.
But my skin is protected, and I do use SPF.
That is so important.
I can't emphasize how important.
Sandra, can you tell us about exfoliating our skin?
Oh yeah, great
should
question.
Should we, and how often?
Oh, definitely you should. Because it's the only way you're going to be able to fluff your skin and rub off that dead skin.
Okay.
So you need some exfoliation, and I suggest doing it once a week.
Once a week?
Yeah.
Okay.
You could do it more depending on the type of exfoliation that you use.
I have that little brush thing, kind of like it's a Clarisonic, I think?
Yeah, it's a Clarisonic brush, and that's good for your skin. But what is the product you're using?
I personally use Cetaphil.
Okay.
Or Cetaphil or Cetaphil.
Yeah, but still there should be some kind of product that is chemical exfoliation
that has
product
like the
you
little...
can use with the brush, with the Clarisonic brush, because that sloughs off the dead skins.
Okay.
It gets our blood vessels going, and the nervous system, now lymphatic, nodes in here and in here. You have to, and in here.
Yeah.
Those are so important. So it really, I don't know if you notice the next time you do it.
Okay.
It leaves your skin so much brighter, and it's definitely clean. And I tell you another thing, I like to go back in terms of cleansing. Most people don't really focus around this area.
Yeah.
And when I service my clients, I notice that in the nose, it's a lot of oil and sebaceous, and they have blackheads or whiteheads, which we call comedones in this industry. And because they don't, it's a lot of dirt because of the crease here. There's a lot of dirt that gets there, and no one takes the time to really slough this area. Very important, when you're cleaning your face, and even when you're exfoliating, to make sure that you get down in here. You know what?
I did not know that. I'm going to pay attention to that.
Yeah. It's very important because dirt gets trapped in here.
Wow.
And when we cleanse our face, we're going like this most of the time, but we're not going in here. And so that's really important.
Sandra, I have a question for you.
What is that?
Can you talk to us about masking or doing a mask? What does that look like, and what do you recommend?
Well, mask comes in a few forms. You can get the actual mask that goes over your face. To open your eyes. And some of them you can leave on all night. Some of them, most of them, you leave on for 20 minutes. Or you can get a product that you put on your face with a brush and you leave on for about 5 minutes or so. And those are most of the products that I use here in the spa. Every so often, I will use an actual mask that I put on, or I give those away as a gift to my clients so they can use at home.
Oh, nice.
Right, but masking is a deeper cleanse. It actually, what it does, it actually puts in product. After you exfoliate, it puts back in the nutrients in your skin, you know, that you need to make it supple and young and youthful. So it's important because when you're cleansing your face and scrubbing off the dead cells, and then you exfoliate, it's important to replenish the skin, you know. So I would say you should mask once a week. Definitely once every 2 weeks.
Oh,
Yes.
You know what, ladies? We have a lot to learn about our skin. And, you know, when you get to our age, we think we know everything, but it's a lot of stuff that we aren't doing.
That's correct. And you should never think you know everything.
And
because
it's never too
the
late to
posture-
start, right?
That's right. And the posture of learning is just, it enriches your life.
And we all want that.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
I have another question now. This one's about, is it called chemical peel or peel?
They're called peels, and most of them are chemicals. They are necessary. As your skin has 7 layers.
Oh.
What an esthetician does is deal with the top layer, which is the epidermis. And so some of the things we've been doing to our face or not doing for our face can cause problems in some of the other skin layers, and they will come to the forefront.
Oh, wow.
So the peels are a process, you know. I usually do those mostly from spring, summer to fall, winter. The transition of seasons is so important to get off all that sun that has baked our skin, all the heat
I've never
that causes
done one.
different.
I'm gonna have to do one.
Oh God, they're so. A peel is, and it brightens your skin. You have dark spots, and there are different degrees of peels. Here in the state of Maryland, estheticians can only use a 30% or below solution. And what that means is it will take you more treatments to get your end result. Because the doctors here in the state of Maryland have made it so that only they can do it in med spas. Or if you're an esthetician and a nurse. Some estheticians are nurses as well. And they can do it. You can do these type of 30% and above in Virginia, if I get my license in Virginia, or in the District of Columbia.
Really
But
nice.
they make your skin brighter. They really peel away the dead skin. And the solutions that are 30% and above, you actually see your skin peel away.
That's kind of scary, isn't it?
Scary, but so effective.
How long?
And it doesn't. And you don't just grab at the skin. It just will fall off. And you just still wash your face. And you still exfoliate. You just like you always do. When you get a peel, you have to stay out of the sun for 24 hours.
Okay. So
That's important.
So how long does it take before all of that skin peels off?
Oh, a couple of days. You know, a couple of days. It depends on the degree of chemical peel that you use.
Okay, ladies, especially for those of you in the DMV area, we have a licensed esthetician here.
You know, my thing for my clients is you never come here and you wait, because it's not that kind of business. When you have an appointment, you are greeted and the process starts.
I love it.
For those first timers, we have a consult, which takes about 30 minutes. You know, I have you fill out a form. You know, talk a little bit about what your desires are for today. And, you know, why you're here, and any medications, because sometimes if you've been using retinol or things like that on your skin and you come here for a treatment, I can't do it.
Okay.
Because of the products. You can't mix it. So you have to, if you're using retinol for acne or stuff like that, I would have to wait a certain time period before you can actually have a facial or anything done.
Okay.
So that's the reason for a consult, to find out what they've been doing with their skin, talk about their skin type, talk about what their desires are, why they're here today, to find out if they're taking any medications that would be what we call a contraindication, which means that that's a no, we can't do it for you. But, not at that time where we can say we can schedule a time where we can, if there's something that comes up in the consult where we can't do the treatment for that time. But yes, I'm here and excited, and I love what I do.
It shows.
I love what I do. It's a passion of mine. I love ministering to the women and the men. Because this is the shades of skin, all colors of skin, male and female.
I love it. I had I won't call it an emergency, but I'll call it an emergency.
Okay.
I sent you a text message, I guess a couple of months ago. And I can't believe I'm saying this on camera, folks, but I'm going to say it because I want to be transparent if it's going to help someone. But, when we get a little older, too, we start getting the little hairs on our face.
Right.
And that is really
That's
annoying.
a no-no. It's a no-no. And the one thing you don't want to do is pull it. You don't want to do that.
Don't pull it.
No, because this is what happens in hair removal. Our hair grows in 3 phases. And you may be pulling at a phase that can make it go back up in your skin and get an ingrown hair. And if you get an ingrown hair, it'll leave, you pick at it, it leaves a dark spot. And we don't want those things. So what do? You go somewhere to a place like Shades of Skin where you can trust it to use the proper wax that's not harsh on your face. And just take that off.
All right, ladies. Some of us are walking around with mustaches. They're not cute.
I know, they're not cute.
They're not cute.
And I have a remedy for that. I do. I use a really nice, I use Lycon wax, which is a great wax.
Is it a hard wax?
I use both hard and soft Lycon wax. And I use the hard wax in particular for facial, to remove facial hair, because it's a lot less harsh.
Don't be afraid, ladies. Let's get those mustaches and other hair. Let's get it waxed.
That's right. It takes a lot to be a diva.
Sandra, how often for those of us who are really interested in starting to have a professional facial, how often should we get one done?
If you want to do it on a regular basis, I would say, depending on your skin type, depending on what's going on with your skin, I would say every 6 weeks, every 6 to 8 weeks.
Let's invest in ourselves, ladies.
Amen.
Because some of us now, we're retired, the kids are gone, we have a little bit more disposable income. We sow, we save, we invest. How about investing in yourself?
That's exactly what it is. It's investing in yourself. We as women, we tend to do everything for a lot of different people. We leave ourselves last. And it's nothing wrong.
How about
with treating yourself?
So
men and women. Because men are in high-powered jobs, and they're stressed. They're stressed with how they can take care of their families in the manner that they want to. This is a place, Shades of Skin, is a place where you can come and leave all of those cares behind and have a time just for you, because this can only serve no one but you.
It's so tranquil in here, folks. The music, can you hear it? I don't know if you can. It's wonderful. It's beautiful. Her decorations are just, it's so calm. It's so tranquil.
I like that.
It's so beautiful. So I feel like, oh my gosh, like I could take a nap in here.
Most of the clients do.
It's so comfortable.
That's my goal. It's my goal for every client that comes in here to have an unforgettable experience.
So Sandra, if someone wanted to get in touch with you, can you share with them your contact information?
Yes. You can send me an email at shadesofskin, that's 2 N's, SKINN, @gmail.com. Or you can call me at 202-510-5319.
Sandra, I know people have really enjoyed seeing you today.
I hope so.
I tell you folks, can I share your age, or do you mind?
I don't mind. I don't mind.
We'll keep you guessing. You'll never guess it.
Thank you.
But can you share some final words of encouragement for second beauties, for those of us who are over a certain age, tell us what can we do to continue to just be vibrant. What would you suggest to them?
I suggest to just keep living a life that's full. As long as God has given us a breath every day, just keep dreaming. It seems that we stop dreaming, like we don't have to expire or aspire to do and be. But we have that opportunity as long as we have breath. So I say, keep dreaming. Inquire of God as to what it is He purposed you for on the earth, and embrace it.
Embrace it.
Embrace it.
Embrace it. I mean, we always kind of look at the magazines and the young beauties. You know what? We were young beauties. Now we're older beauties. We're mature beauties. We're living our second beauty.
Yes. And it's wonderful.
Look, the word says to encourage yourself. I know I look good. You don't have to tell me.
Praise
I don't
Him.
even care what you think.
Praise Him.
It's what I think.
And that's what second beauty is all about.
It's about the attitude.
Yes.
It's about the confidence.
Yes.
It's about just embracing who you are.
Yes, and loving it.
Loving it.
Loving it.
It's not that we're trying to be young. We're trying to be our best second beauty.
Yes. Yes, and I'm loving it.
Yeah.
I'm loving the maturity. I'm loving the knowledge that I continue to obtain from talking to different people and continuous learning in my industry. It's amazing.
It's amazing. Well, this is Deb again, and thank you so much for joining us for another edition of Second Beauty You. Remember, your second beauty really is your true beauty. It's true. Your second beauty is your true beauty. So let's embrace it and let's go. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.